the MVP candidates going into week 9. Now, this was a little bit tougher to do because, well, going into this, I knew who my one was going to be. All he had to do was not screw that up. And that was Adrian Martinez. He had 217 total yards. He's been outstanding since he was given the keys to this thing. I really enjoy watching him play. I love watching him mature. What people are saying about him being able to throw the ball down the field and make good decisions in the pass game is real. That was a real drawback for him at Nebraska. It wasn't really a feature of what he did at Kansas State before he got injured, but we always knew he could run around. We always knew he could make things happen if you're going to turn your back to him. What we didn't know is that he was going to pick you off down the field. And with dudes like Jordan Thomas and Jace Sternberger, 2 tight ends that I think could both be all USFL if you've been all UFL, if you've been watching the league, right? Kevin Austin, Deion Kane, Amari Rodgers. He's got tools. All he's got to do is get those guys the football. And then in the backfield, you got guys like Ricky Person. And then you get to pull out Larry Roundtree, who was outstanding at Missouri. You get what it is, but I can't say enough good things about Bill Johnson's offensive line. They've been stout, man. They've been so good. And then the defense last couple of years been bend, don't break. And John Chavis has been doing great things to make that into a much more attacking defense. But then when you got a guy like Adrian Martinez who can see it and can execute it, I know that Skip Holtz is living right because there's some plays out there where I'm going, okay, that window was there a second time. Adrian Martinez goes and makes it happen. Leads the league in rushing and would lead the league in passing if he started every game. I don't understand all the time why people are really upset about this one. Maybe it's because they only look at the passing statistics when I do an MVP ranking. But if you are watching the UFL, it is clear to you who the MVP is through week 8, and he ain't started every game. Former Nebraska quarterback Adrian Martinez. Number 2, all right, AJ McCarron ain't played. Real difficult to win MVP if you don't play. Okay, let's start with that. However, this was an opportunity for me to find out just how important Hakeem Butler was to the St. Louis Battlehawks and to the league. Now, going into this, he is the best wide receiver in the UFL. He leads in catches, leads in TDs, leads in yards. However, Shakur Pearson not being there, okay, that's more focused on Hakeem Butler. Again, another guy in Marcel Aitman being injured, not being there, more focused on Hakeem Butler. Then we talk about AJ McCarron not being there. Well, that's the dude throw you the football. How are they going to force you to football on this? And Bruce Gradkowski was looking at Manny Wilkins going, we got to get that out of the ball now. Manny Wilkins was also hanging Hakeem Butler out to dry. Now, I know that he is 6'6", 250. I get that. I understand. But going across the middle blind is still going across the middle blind. And I can see dudes who's going for the liver shots on that, man. I'm going, Manny, you got to help that dude. You can't be just throwing the ball out there to let this man get his ribs exposed like this. He did it not once, but twice. All right? Way Michael Irvin put it was, hey, Troy did that to me a couple times. I said, next time we come to the huddle, said, you go out. You run that route. I'm going to throw it. We're going to see how you catch it. That's how it felt. But then Bruce Gradkowski did something that really reinforced to me that Hakeem Butler is a playmaker for them, playmaker in this league. He was running screen passes to a dude that could be playing defensive end. Like any way to try to get that guy the ball in open field. And he was doing what he could do given the tools he had. Now, again, 38 catches this year, 567 receiving yards, and 5 TDs. Acknowledged, right? Acknowledged. Will he win MVP? No. But did he deserve to be in the conversation? Yes. And then number 3 for me, Jake Bates. I realized my man missed his first at Ford Field from 51 yards. I understand that. He's also made more field goals than any other kicker in the UFL, and the kickers in the UFL have been money, Jack. Okay? I mean, they hitting on 18 coming up with 3. They hitting on 19 coming up with 2. Nobody hits on 20. Stay woke. But the point here is in a loaded league, Jake Bates has really stood out. And I'm looking at some of the kickers in the NFL, and y'all better be y'all better be talking to your special teams coaches, making sure that you right going into this season, because my man Jake Bates looking like he might come for your job. Same thing with Matt Coughlin over there with the Showboats. Same thing with Matt McCrane over there with DC Defenders. You understand what I'm saying? And same thing with Andre Sisman over there at St. Louis. All right, there's some dudes in this league that could turn into Brandon Aubrey. You get what I'm saying over here? So, be careful with your commencement speeches. That's all I'm saying. You don't want to give nobody no reason to yank your chain and remind you that you're not from there. You're not from there, okay? Jake Bates, that dude from Arkansas, been kicking the ball like he's from Arkansas, like he's trying to get up out of Arkansas. Again, clutch kicking. 3+ field goals and 60 yards more. What are we doing here? 64 yards? Again, story that I'm going to tell forever. I watched this man get iced by the Battlehawks. Nail it from 64. Looked like he's good from 70. I'm like, okay, can he do that twice in a row? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. If you know you got that in you, Mike Nolan, how do you not feel good about, hey, just get us past 50? You get us past 50, my man Jake, he going to bomb this mug. That's awesome. Now, is he going to win MVP? No, because, well, we're not going to give kicker the MVP, right? Matt Mosley won the MVP like in the strike season in the NFL, so it could happen, but we ain't got no strike season in the UFL. We play 10 weeks, we play 2 weeks postseason, and we're going to crown a champion here on Father's Day. If you like what you've seen, consider subscribing to the #1 college football show on YouTube, the Fox Sports app, or wherever you get your podcast.